Hi everyone, my name is Jesse Jackson. I am a senior political science student from Greenville, North Carolina. I march alto saxophone in the Blue and Gold March Machine. I'm a Spring 21 initiate into the mighty Iota Zeta chapter of Kappa Kappa Psi, where I serve as the Southeast District President. I'm also the Greek Letter Council Vice President in the Joint Greek Council.
Man, that's a lot.
Good morning, everyone. The time is now 8:33 in the morning. I have a lot to do today. Today is Tuesday. Today is election day. Yeah, so I'm gonna get ready and get today going.
Why'd you choose North Carolina A&T?
Well, the story goes that when I got a new band director in high school named Matenzio Edmondson, he marched in this band from '01 to '04, and he played trumpet. And he basically just introduced me to show style and all about HBCU bands because I had never heard of anything like that. And like he would always play videos of the BGMM on his computer, and like from then I was just like hooked with it, and I wanted to do that. And it felt so much more like engaging and like powerful than other bands, and like this is really where I wanted to go. And I was able to learn saxophone because I actually started on drumline in high school my sophomore year. And so I learned saxophone, and like I just been marching ever since then. And when I got here, like I knew that this is where I wanted to be. And I know like most people say they came for the band, which I did, but also I did like the campus and the environment, and this is very much like a comfortable space for me because like this is no different than from where I grew up in Greenville. So I really just enjoy it here, and yeah, that's really why I came here.
Usually how my days go, I just got to campus, but I'll after I wake up, feed the fish. I'll usually just have some cereal or something light for breakfast. I really don't go crazy for breakfast. But since I'm here and it's like 9 o'clock, I'm gonna go to the caf and get breakfast. Despite what other people may say, I actually like the caf breakfast. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but whatever. But I would have class at 9:30, but it was canceled. So that's awesome. And so after I eat, I'm just gonna go to the student center for my office hours for JGC and go from there. Usually my days aren't so busy. Well, that's a lie. Every day's busy.
As a political science major, how is it now navigating your upper level classes?
It's actually not too hard, but the papers are really long. It's a lot of writing, it's a lot of discussion. It's really more so trying to get all the students out there to go and vote and partake in your civic responsibility of participating in politics. You got people rallying like at the Dudley building, going to the courthouse or the administration building, like just speaking their voices. And that's the biggest thing you can do is vote and speak your mind on these issues because they're important. And yeah, but aside from that, like the schoolwork is not too bad, but you know, papers are something I'm decently good at, so I can really get one out in a short amount of time. That's not good though, but it's not too bad. But this is really what I love to do. I love politics. I love history. I'm really glad I chose this major.
There's actually nobody out here right now. Probably because it's like 9 in the morning. So I do like the cold, but I did not dress with enough layers. Make sure they want to get inside.
Okay, elephant in the room.
Okay.
Jesse Jackson. When I first heard there was somebody in the band was named Jesse Jackson, I was like, okay, Jesse Jackson. And then Jesse Jackson. Have you met Jesse Jackson?
No, I really want to though.
How often are you asked about, oh, you Jesse Jackson?
Every day, every single day, I'm asked about, because especially when I meet new people and I tell them my name and they're like, what? That's your name? And it's like, yeah, I mean, it's also my dad's name. So.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like Junior?
No, different middle names, and it's just
okay.
not in the official name. But yeah, I get asked about that every day. People ask me questions all the time. People sing the Hey Jesse song to me all the time. Like, I get a lot of comments on me every day. It's not bad. It's never bad, which is I'm grateful for. But yeah, like I would love for him. I just needed one picture with him. It'd be iconic. I need that.
Somebody help me. Please make this happen. We got to make it happen.
So I'm on the Joint Greek Council here at A&T, and so with that we have office hours, usually about 10 hours a week. Today's Tuesday, so mine would usually start at 11, but it is 9:41, and so I'm just getting started now because the class was canceled. But really all I'll do is just get some work done, do some stuff for the council, and yeah.
HBCUs, historically black college or university. Although it's historically black, it's not exclusively black, which is a really big misconception that people think. How has it been your experience as a minority within a minority institution?
This is my advisor.
Okay, hey, listen, we out here. Jesse is here. One of my favorite students. He out here. Hey, man, go vote today, too. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah. It's been very rewarding, eye-opening. I've learned a lot. I've been introduced to so many different things, music, better food. I will say that. But being at HBCU has not, like, I've never been uncomfortable. I feel very at home. People are very welcoming and kind to me. I've never had any sort of situation with somebody where they question, like, why are you here? Like, it's never been like that. Everyone's just cool. And I'm grateful for that. But again, like, and I didn't come here not just to get a different experience, but also to, like, learn new things and get, you know, I didn't want to go to East Carolina University in Greenville because that's just what I'm so familiar with. I wanted to broaden my horizons on life. And I feel like A&T has given me that opportunity over these past 4 years, which is crazy to say it's been 4 years. And I've done so much. Like, the band alone has just been tremendous for me. Like, and being around this group of people every day for 4 years, like, I've gotten so much from it. Like, being at HBCU is probably the most rewarding thing for me and for a lot of other people also.
So my advisor just told me to go vote now during my office hours, so I'm gonna go do that. And my voting site is actually right across the street, so that is very convenient. So I'm gonna go do that now. It's also 10:30, so I've still got a long rest of the day.
Speaking of 4 years, you've been in the band 4 years. And I asked this question previously. We've seen 4 different bands. You know, your freshman year was the typical band experience. Then we had the BGMM synthesize. Then we had last year where everybody's walking around with masks and playing through everything.
Yeah.
And then this year was just go, 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 go. How has your BGMM experience been?
I can't even describe it. Like, coming in 2019 was probably the perfect year. Had a great season, had a great band. Celebration Bowl won, went to Honda. Like, I could not have asked for more in a single year than in 2019. And then COVID hit. And I'm in such a creative band that we were able to do something with that, with the synthesize and having a whole just virtual show. I was glad to be a part of that. And then coming back last year, everyone had to wear masks and the band was just able to adapt to it. And now, granted, everyone wasn't so used to like a real band experience for whatever that was, because they came in 20 and they didn't really have to march and, you know, go through band camp. But it was really good to be able to do that again because it really felt like yes, this is what I need. I need this real band experience again. And then this year has been so busy, but it's like I haven't gone to Disney World since I was a kid, and I was able to do that again. I've never been to Detroit, and like I've never been to Houston, Texas, like before last year. It's been amazing. I'm so grateful for those opportunities. And I'm really grateful to have experienced band before COVID, because that's something that I wish everyone could have experienced. It was great. But now being able to adapt, like, that really just shows the creativity of this band program and the staff and the section leaders, and that everyone's willing to adapt to all these global changes. Yeah, I'm really I can go on forever.
A little more now that I'm actually in my car and people can't stare at me recording a video. But yeah, it's very important to go vote, especially like with midterm elections. Like, these are your senators and representatives. Like, these are the people that are really making the laws. President only enforces laws. These are guys that are making the laws. So for those watching, I think it's important that you all actually go make the effort to go vote, get a ride, look up where your voting site is, all that good stuff. Yeah, it's just very important. But I'm glad I did that because I feel like I've been so busy I couldn't go out and early vote. I mean, I probably could have, but yeah, it is election day. I have voted, and so it feels good. It's actually now it's 10:55. Probably gonna go back to the student center, go get some food, do some more work. At 1:30, I do have a drum lesson, and so I'll pick back up probably when I get back to the student center.
You are SCD president. So not only do you represent Iota, Zeta, North Carolina A&T, you're a representative of the entire Southeast District. How is that?
That's great.
We got the bros.
Yes, sir.
Spring 22.
Yes, sir. Spring 22. Jesse Jackson, president. The SCD president, man. We love you. We trust you, man.
Found some more bros. The historian bros.
How you doing? Hey, Jesse Jackson, best SCD president I've ever had. Shout out to Jesse Jackson.
And the only one.
Hey, the only one. It's my man's right there.
And again, like HBCU chapters of Kappa Kappa Psi is really all I've been used to until I went to nationals last year, until I went to Southeast District Convention earlier this year. The chapters are different. It was different. And it's not something I'm actually used to, being around people who look like me, which is weird to say, but I'm just not, because I haven't been around them in like 4 years. Even when I go home, I really just stay home when I go home. But like when I'm here, I feel comfortable. So going to those conventions where it's people who look more like me, it's kind of like, wow, like this is just how they are. But it's not bad. It's just like, it's great because that's all I've wanted, is to gain those experiences and those points of view. But on the business side of it, it's really rewarding because I'm able to talk to these chapters. I'm able to say, hey, please turn in that paperwork on time. Please turn in your dues. Do what you got to do. And the council is great also. Like being able to meet them and learn from them and their experiences. Like everything I've done with it has been very like eye-opening, and also just it's allowing me to grow as a leader, as as a president of a large population. And that's something that takes a lot of responsibility, I feel like. And I feel like I've been able to manage it very well. Because I mean, they were the first chapter to submit a certain paperwork like in the entire country. And like they're in my district. That's great. That looks great on us. And even the chapter, we were the top chapter at nationals last year. Like that's in the Southeast District. Like that is the district that I run. Like we are, like all the chapters here are very accomplished and great. And like I'm really proud to be able to be the one to represent like so many states, like as just their leader. But again, it's great to be able to be put in that position to gain some sort of responsibility. Because it definitely, you got to keep up with it. It's a lot.
It is now 1 o'clock. I am headed to the band center for my drum lesson with Dr. Lawhorn himself, and that'll be about 30 minutes. And then after that, it's off to the cleaners. But I do want to get there early so I actually get some practice in. Because I don't play drums. It's more of like a hobby, but I would like to get better at it. And yeah, I think it's just a fun thing to do. But, Dr. Lawhorn is definitely qualified to teach because he's a doctor and all this stuff. But that's where I'm headed now.
You're a senior, SCD president, university, whatever you said at the beginning that just sounded like more responsibility. The BGMM, trying to graduate. How do you balance school, band, and all of the everything else?
It takes a lot. Like the agenda I have is filled with just lists of things I got to do in my day. Every day is something. I have not had a break since July. I have not had a good amount of sleep since July. But I'm also proud of that Like sleep is definitely a luxury, and I'm experiencing that right now as a senior in college. But I make time for everything somehow, but some days I am overbooked, which I have to make time for everything. You know, I have to leave an event early, go to this thing, or I have to skip it altogether. Unfortunately, I do have to miss practice sometimes, or I have to come late. I have to miss something, so I have to catch up. So it takes a lot of responsibility and discipline to be like, okay, I don't know this music, so I need to really focus in sectionals. I need to really look at this at home, you know, whenever I can. But I make time somehow. Grades are good. You know, I'm in the band and I'm caught up with everything. Everything Greek life related, district related, like everything's just good because I've been able to manage it somehow. So I'm really proud of myself of that. But it's really much like when he says everything else, it's like everything else is school. But with school, like it's also Greek life, and you got to go to this event, and you got to deal with programs, and you got to talk to people, and you got to plan stuff. So I don't have a whole lot of everything else because I just don't have that time. And if I do, like if I go somewhere like the mall, it's because of something with school related. Like I have to get something. So I don't have a lot of free time. Hopefully I will soon at some point. But again, like it's such like I'm really proud and glad that I am kind of experiencing this adult life like right now.
Take your time. Adulting is not what you think it is.
Right, I have finally eaten, and I am back at the Student Center for the third time today for a JGC e-board meeting. Should last like an hour probably, but honestly, like me personally, I really hate being late to band. Like, I know obviously like band lasts for a while during the day, not that long, but I really like, and this is to anything, I hate being late. Like I really, like I cannot be late. I do not like it. Like, I don't know, but some days I don't care, but most of the time I'd rather just not miss stuff. But this is important and we gotta do it. So yeah. Didn't realize I'd be coming here so often today, but here I am.
IZ, Iota Zeta. They're very, very known for handling business, a well-known organization, a well-known chapter within the organization. They also have a really good step team that you're a member on.
Yeah.
How has that been?
That really, it really made me well known on campus, I feel like. But it was also very tiring. It was a lot. Like all through October last year and this year, it's like you got band practice, you got classes, and then you got band practice, and then you got step practice, and that's gonna go on until we get it. Like until we've got that step done or whatever we're doing, like it's gonna go on. And I mean, it's a good workout, but it's also like I'm learning this new thing that I wasn't too skilled in. Like I can kind of step now. That's crazy. Like that's really cool.
Kinda.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying kinda because you're like, I can kind of step, but you kinda almost won the homecoming, so kinda.
Just kinda.
Y'all are good, man. You're good.
Alright, y'all, I'm coming to practice. Just got out of our e-board meeting, very productive. Dr. Ruff, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be this late. But now it's off to band at 7 o'clock. It was supposed to be 5:15, but meeting went a little over. That's alright.
You were previously section leader. How is it now scaling back and becoming a regular member of the program?
I'm gonna say it was something that was kind of a tough decision to make. I was advised by former SE president / section leader Michael Bradford Calhoun, and because he did that. He was section leader and SED president. And he said it was a lot and it was tough. And he basically told me if I was to do all those things, I probably wouldn't be able to focus, enough time on each. And I think it was probably smart of me to not be section leader again. And I don't regret it. But I'm also glad like I can give that advice to new section leaders or, the other members in the section, like, because I've experienced that and I kind of know how this all works and I can make these good suggestions. But I feel like if I was section leader, I wouldn't be able to properly manage all my time with JGC, with SCD, with the chapter, with classes. Like, I'm actually kind of busy. And section leader, it's like, it wouldn't be fair to me. It wouldn't be fair to the freshmen or the other members because I probably wouldn't be here a whole lot. And I'm really not. Like, I miss practice a lot. Sorry, Dr. Ruff. But, I'm able to be here. I'm able to focus my time properly on the district, on Greek life, on everything, and still being here when I can to learn the music and do the shows, do everything I need to do. So I do miss it, but it's also like I've really accomplished everything in the band, aside from drum major. I feel very accomplished.
Last question. What do you want your legacy to be as a member of the BGMM?
I want my legacy to be, and this kind of goes back to freshman year, because no one thought I was going to make it through band camp. And it was definitely hard. Like, I've never worked out that much.
I remember your knee. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like, I had to be carried off the field by my freshman peers. And, like, it was embarrassing. It was hard. And I was like, am I really supposed to be here right now? But I always think back to, like stick around when times get tough. Like, I think about that probably every day because times get really tough a lot. And, like, I want people to remember, be like, he really stuck through it, even when, like, this got really hard or when things got tough in life, in school, with band. Like, he really stuck through it, and he managed to grow from that and be a better person. And I also just want I want people to know, like, I'm there to help, and I want to be able to help people as much as I can. Like, getting into politics, it's not about having power. It's not about having influence. It's about, like, serving people, like, doing things for other people, not for yourself. And that's what I try to do every day for the most part, is serve to, like, my fullest capacity, but also know, like, I want people to know, like, everything will be okay. Times will get really tough, but you can make it through it. Know who your people are. You're not alone. You have someone to support you. Someone will hold you accountable. They're out there, no matter who it is. But yeah, that's really I don't want it to be.